The Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs and partners held the first National Women's Conference. Freetown City Council launches School Leaders Support Program. Works on Circular Road, Regent Road to start next week, says communication specialist. Let's join Maria Amaria Bangura for the news in details.
Hello and welcome to Newswatch Online TV News Hour. I am Maria Amaria Bangura. Please do not forget to subscribe to our News and Current Affairs channel. Now, the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs, in collaboration with the Women's Forum Sierra Leone and 50/50 Group, has on Thursday, 18th March 2021, held the first National Women's Conference at the New Brookfields Hotel at Jomo Kenyatta Road in Freetown, with the theme Promoting Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment in Sierra Leone. Abubakar Kamara has the details.
The Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs, in collaboration with Women's Forum Sierra Leone and the 50/50 Group, held the first National Women's Conference. The conference is geared towards enabling women to discuss activities planned to achieve equality, in line with the Gender Equality and Women Empowerment Policy that was launched in December 2020. Delivering the keynote address in this maiden National Women's Conference, Honorable Justice Meata Samba says women in Sierra Leone have faced a lot of challenges and negative circumstances, which has impeded the progress of women since before independence.
And as a nation, to make gender equality and women empowerment a reality for us all. This conference gives us an opportunity to meet as women in society, to collectively put our ideas and resources to ensure effective implementation of the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Policy launched by His Excellency the President of Sierra Leone, the retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Maada Bio, in December of 2020. Madam Chairperson, I have tailored this all-important theme into 3 thematic areas and a conclusion. I have looked at the general position of women in Sierra Leone.
In her statement, the Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs, Honorable Mantita Owali, assures women of presidential and political will in ensuring women are economically empowered.
Points to is put your money where your mouth is. What's the policy that we don't set, the intentions that we don't make, everything where everybody don't say, all man they point to say implementation not the P. We don't hold back women's meetings, we don't get policy then before this, we don't get agreement in the way people that don't make commitments, the way they don't say to woman name, but we don't see nothing don't happen. So it's put your money where your mouth is. And we say that in a different way, talk and do. So, for let me show the implementation of, say, this thing is serious with the aim from the national midterm.
Welcoming women from all walks of life to the inaugural Women's Conference, the Mayor of Freetown City, Her Worship Yvonne Hakisoya, says women are a force when they come together and encourages them to be steadfast.
The show we say, when we get together, what do we able to achieve? The singing, the dancing, the spirit, woman them, we set now a force. In fact, we now a force. As una council, we all walk now for welcome we. So for the one day we get Freetown, this is now home. But I know see people that they will travel, come on other side for county day. So now all welcome to the city of Freetown. And we are all welcome to this amazing event.
Abubakar Kamara, Newswatch TV.
The Ministry of Information and Communication has on Thursday, 18th March 2021, held its weekly press conference at the Ministry's Conference Hall at Yuri Building in Freetown.
In fulfillment of their mandates in providing information to the public, different issues has been addressed in the Ministry of Information and Communications weekly press conference. Speaking during the press conference, Minister of Environment Professor Fode Moriba Jawad highlighted some of the undertaken by his ministry.
Just barely 2 months after the establishment, this ministry successfully hosted a very big organization program, the Wangan Mathai and the African Environment Day. This was actually dubbed as the best ever to be hosted. And we take this very, very seriously because we are just in office for like 2-3 months and we are able to put this through. We were able to invite over 50 international delegates and this went very well. It has a lot of positive effects on us. One, to showcase that Sierra Leone has a new stand-alone Ministry of the Environment. And then number two, to tell the international community that we are together in the fight, trying to protect the environment. So this went down very well. And that was between the 1st and the 4th of March 2020. That was just before the the corona outbreak.
Salah Jusu, Finance Secretary, Ministry of Finance, in his statement said the audit service is not in control of the money.
For the first time in the history of Sierra Leone, that government has embarked on planting of trees for forests that have been deforested. In this respect, on the 3rd of February 2021, we did a letter to the Speaker of Parliament. And that letter we did to the Speaker of Parliament speak to the audit report of 2019. And then on the 2nd of March 2021, also barely 1 month away, we did a letter to the audit.
Salima Tuwai Kamara, Newswatch Online TV.
To improve the quality of service in municipal schools within the Freetown municipality, the Freetown City Council, in partnership with Rising Academy and Educate, as on Wednesday, 17th March 2021, officially launched a school leader support program at New City Council Hall at Wallace Johnson Street in Freetown. When assuming office in 2018, the mayor of Freetown, Our Worship Yvonne Akisoya, sells a plan in a strategic document entitled Transform Freetown. One of the programs in this strategic document is education, to make sure that municipality schools have better leadership that in turn will enable quality service delivery. Our Worship the Mayor has on Wednesday, 17th March 2021, officially launched the School Leaders Support Program. Making a statement, the Mayor said that they developed the minimum standard of expectation for schools.
First of all, developing the minimum standards. We had meetings at FCC attended by Teacher Service Commission, attended by the ministry, attended by teachers, to develop what you saw Melanie put up as those 15 minimum expectations that we think should be in place in every school. Then the survey was done. It started and then was stopped because of COVID, and then it restarted towards the end of last year, and it was completed. And then there was the question of finding the funding to be able to employ the cluster mentors. And I'm looking directly at Stephanie and Miriam. They know we went to this donor, that donor, this donor. We had so many different meetings. And eventually we landed on, I'm not going to call their name because nobody else has, I don't know if they want to be anonymous. But we landed on a donor who has given the funding to enable this to happen. But this has been teamwork. And it's teamwork which started with a combined vision. Our second target is around exams credibility. And we continue to do work on that, led by Brian as the sector lead for that particular target. So, if I say...
Given the overview of the project, the representative from Rising Academy, Elsime Melanie Bokul, said that this partnership is to ensure that the Achieve Education Target 1 of the Mayor's Transform Freetown initiative.
Where we partner with about 95 schools, and now Ghana, where we run 32 affordable private schools. We've been engaged in various projects some of which we have won multiple awards, like the Rising on Air one, which was reaching out to students during the COVID lockdown. Ultimately, 35 different partners across 25 countries used the scripts to reach over 12 million children. Therefore, we are excited to be part of this school leader support program, and we feel honored to partner with Educate and the Freetown City Council. This partnership with FCC is to...
Soy Ibrahim Toure, Secretary Teaching Service Commission, says that they are delighted by the work of the council and happy to see people coming in to solve teaching problems in the country.
And on us as teachers, that we owe an obligation to this country. We owe an obligation to our children. If we cannot afford to teach them, but we could afford to go to school and not teach, what do we tell our generation, this generation to come?
Hey, Anna Maria Bangura, News. Now let's go for a quick break. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a place where you will have fresh poultry eggs? Well, your worries are over. Reef Poultry Eggs is here to satisfy you. Visit us at 28 Charlotte Street, Freetown, or call 079-368959. We do wholesale, retail and home delivery service. Reef Poultry Eggs, your place to be.
Where do you go every time I touch you? Welcome back. You're still watching Newswatch Online TV News Hour. I am Anna Maria Bangura. With regards to concern of people regarding the hole in between Circular Road, Regent Road, the communication specialist Sierra Leone Road Authority, Kelfala Jawad, has explained what causes the hole in the street and said work on the road will commence next week.
The pit within the Circular Road, Regent Road, we be done aware. First of all, I want for me to understand, say, with the Sierra Leone Road Authority, every road on a national road network is very important to we, especially for the one way in the other side, the one at the central business district. So, we responsibility now for make sure see the national roads them really safe, reliable, and sustainable. So, where we be see that in there, we send engineers in there at the ground for go do a preliminary assessment for know exactly the nature of the damage on the road. So then go there and go see and do the new assessment. Initially, we don't select that road they be there amongst the other 40 roads them. We SLRA don't select for premix patching. Now the Freetown municipality. Waiting I want for let you and the public know that we don't do assessments, we don't get a contractor, we don't hire now for do that work day. So anytime from next week, it will begin that work day, and the intent and the expectation are that if we complete the work before the end of.
Khadija Kone, breast cancer nurse at Thinking Pink Foundation, speaks on the causes, dangers, and prevention of breast cancer.
Most of these risk factors can put an individual at high risk of, getting breast cancer, whether soon or later in life. The first foremost is being a woman. Reason being that women, we produce certain hormones which men do not actually, or men produce very little. And we have more breast tissue than men, obviously. And the second is aging. As you grow older, your immune system become weakens, and so that is an opportunity for a lot of cancers, and not only cancer, but so many diseases to come up. And another one could be exposure to radiations. We now know that in this fast growing age of technology, where there's a lot of radiation around us, like such as phones or computers. Those produce less radiation, however, but there's a bigger issues. There's radiation, like if example, a person is exposed to X-ray radiation for a very long period of time, can be at risk of getting cancer. Another three I would like to mention is excessive tobacco smoking. And also for those who are secondhand. And what is the secondhand smoker? It is, for example, you are smoking, though you're not. If you're a smoker, I do not smoke, but I'm sitting with you. And so I'm inhaling all those byproducts that you exhale out, and I'm inhaling them. So that puts a person at higher risk. And alcohol consumption, excessive alcohol consumption does put a person at risk of cancer. And moreover, lastly, our diet. 1/3 of cancer is caused by diet.
Well, that's all we have into this episode of Newswatch Online TV News Hour. Please do not forget to subscribe to our news and current affairs channel. And follow us on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts, Newswatch Online TV SL. Till next episode, I've been your presenter, Mayana Maria Bangura.